This is me and this is my friend. She's quite tiny and I'm quite big. So one day I was chatting with my friend and we were talking about how hard it is to purchase clothes because we are out of the normal size range. Then it just sparked in my mind, Japanese, Asian pattern, smaller size. So this is the book that I'm going to use. It says Stylish Dress Wear with Freedom by Yoshiko. The dress that I'm going to create for my friend is this one because she looks like she's very hardworking. She's doing her homework. And also because it has a collar, placket, and I've never done anything that is shirt related. Bought this fabric. It's an olive green Japanese cotton, and let's go! Here are the instructions and how to lay out your fabric. It is printed front and back. I'm using tracing paper for higher visibility. The pattern I'm doing now is the front, and you're supposed to add 1.5 inch seam allowance at the bottom and 1/4 inch at the top where the neckline is. So I have been slacking a little. I delayed my projects for 2 months because I had this idea in mind and it was too big for me to create. In my mind, I will be thinking, why start a project when you can't perfect it? I start giving myself plenty of excuses. I didn't really waste time. I did drawings and sketches. But I soon realized that I'm currently at skill level 2 and the idea that I had is at skill level 10. There's a big gap in between, thus it seems so difficult to achieve. I found out that the solution was to fill in the gap by adding small challenges, so that by the time I reach level 8, I wouldn't see level 10 project that huge of a jump. Starting with the front of the dress, lace around the line. I cut across and fold twice to make a placket. I trace and transfer the pocket guide into the right side. Top stitch the placket. And sew the overlap placket a few times to strengthen the stitch. Sew across the basted area and pull the thread to gather the fabric. Fold and pin to the top and stitch them together. For the pocket, I mark twice the seam allowance as a guide for me when I fold to iron. Fold over the top of the pocket and top stitch. Pin it on the dress and stitch it in. Gather the back piece and attach it to the shoulder piece. Sew the shoulder seam and the edges of the dress. Hem the bottom of the dress too. And here's the progress. It looks quite promising. Cut out interfacing for the collar and neckline. We iron to stick the collar interface to the fabric. Fold over the collar and sew along the sides. Slip the corners and turn it inside out. Use the wrong side of the neckline to sandwich the collar. Sew the sides of the neckline to attach the collar and neckline. And attach the back of the collar to the dress. And for the front, fold and top stitch to close it up. I ruined it. I sewed too near to the edge, and now there's a hole right in the middle. I couldn't fix the collar, so I have to redo the entire process. This time, instead of transferring the pattern, I ironed the interface directly and cut it out from the fabric. And now we attach the sleeve. Fold the sleeves together and sew across it to create a cylinder. Fold twice to hem the sleeves. Sew around the armhole to attach the sleeve. This is my new overlock footer and I just received it today. It worked perfectly. Cleans up the seam and you make sure it doesn't fray too much. I place a button into the back of the button footer. I pull down the lever and push it back. Use a seam ripper to rip in between to make a hole. For the buttons, I use this clammy footer to ensure the button stays in place. Use a zigzag stitch and go over it for a few times. Test the position of the needle or you will end up with broken buttons and needle. And I'm done!